Alright, welcome back to Shift 6. We have a build today. So we were looking to fix up a car, gotta have it green, and I found one on the auction and I kept bidding on it, and it just so happened to be the famous YouTuber's car from ITSJUSTA6, oddly enough, similar like our channel, had given it away, and the giveaway person had gotten T-boned in the car. So I didn't know what it was when we bought it. I actually bought it from the auction. It was at a salvage auction in Albuquerque. Bought it, and then as soon as I got it back, I didn't know what I had, and then I had a guy come by and say, "Do you know what this is?" And I said, "No, I don't." And he said, "I actually entered into the drawing to win this car." And so after he showed me what it was, he showed me the YouTube videos, and Gavin at ITSJUSTA6 actually had done it about a year ago and gave it away. Put a supercharger on it, did wheels, suspension, clutch work, everything. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this car, revive it, bring it back from being dead, if you will, and then basically rebuild it from the ground up, make it better and badder than it ever has been. And hope you enjoy the build. Let's get to it. Well, here she is. Straight from the auction of Copart in Albuquerque. You can tell that someone sideswiped this car pretty hard. Jacked it up pretty good. Door doesn't open that great. Rear bumper got messed up. Even the trunk inside, like if you look at the, what do you call it? Yeah, I forgot this isn't a pop, but they pushed the whole tub in here. This is all messed up because of it, and that's why the trunk don't close. This side seemed to fare pretty well, except the wheel got destroyed. That's a nice $2,000 damage.
What?
And then front fender got crunched. I just don't understand the camber here. This camber is weird. It's like a drift car camber. See that? So we'll be switching out that front suspension a little bit. Front bumper fared okay. Needs a little bit of TLC, but all in all, we'll be doing some repairs on it, upgrades, replacements, even taking this old crappy wrap off that's super duper messed up. So redoing that so it'll look better. But anyways, yeah, getting down to it. Come around here. Super faded with these two. That needs to be refinished. It's all faded down there. The car is disgusting inside. It's got soda spilt everywhere, and it's not nasty as far as the smell is concerned, but it's left all kinds of shit and garbage all over the place. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Remember how it looks now, people. It's pretty jacked up. Just wait till she's all done and put together, and you'll be able to see the final results of this build. All the dents and everything. Pretty jacked up wheels, you name
it. Hey, Rod.
As you see here, the body work has been finished. Did a phenomenal job on it. My guy always takes care of me, and he makes sure that the job is done well, and it does. It looks phenomenal. As you can see, this wheel was on the passenger side, but that wheel is completely destroyed. It's not reusable. Now, I checked into them. These wheels are $1,600 to $1,700 a piece to replace. Given the fact that two of them are usable, but heavily marred, and the other two coming on this side, this one is the shape of an egg on the inside of it. This side's also been repaired, as you can see. And then this wheel here is the only other wheel that is usable, and it still also has some decent curb checking and pretty destroyed. So instead of replacing these wheels, I decided to get something that's similar to it through the niche wheel line, which turned out really awesome. So far what we've done here is we've done all the carbon fiber upgrades on the dash to match the steering wheel that Gavin put in it when he built the car. Put a few other little things like Ford Performance pieces in here. We'll be changing that shift knob and putting a nice touchscreen reverse camera system in there. And then a few other things. So we got to replace this axle. This passenger side axle was bent in the accident. Why it was bent on this side, it must have got spun around and hit a curb. And then, yeah, once we get that, it should be fully drivable. It does run. It's got a few lights on the dash, but kind of be expected with a car that got crashed. So there she is in her beauty and glory. Big old fat supercharger on this thing. I think I'm gonna take Gavin's advice, put a smaller pulley on it and tune it again to get a little bit more out of it. Another fun fact, it's hard to make this out because there's some corrosion. But if you look at this car, on the serial number stuff here, it actually says number 13 of 45 ever made. So the fact that this car is a unique car is definitely the case. So we want to make sure we get this thing back up on its feet, looking like new money. So we're excited about that. Got the stripes on the roof already, ready to go down here on the lower rockers. Got the new wheels coming in. We'll be doing the brake calipers the same color as the car, and making those all look refreshed as well. Should be a fun time, guys. What I'm going to do actually is we're going to paint the calipers the same color as the car. So I got this. It's actually a 3-stage, so it's got the pearl here, the base coat here. So you do base coat, pearl, and then you incorporate the clear. So we're going to do the brake calipers, the traction bars, the lower bars there, and then all the other little pieces of the brakes. We took them off so we could clean them, sand them, take all of the brake dust off of them, basically to where we took them off the car to paint, so to do it properly, and also do it with automotive grade paint. Touch Up Direct is the best place to go. This is not sponsored by any means, but they offer some great stuff, and they're pretty expedited in shipping. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna start painting these things. All right, we got all of the suspension components, the rear brake caliper done, front brake calipers, good to go. We're all getting new fresh brake pads. Got the front end all completely buttoned up. Got the upgraded Roush hood struts in, so we don't have to use the hood prop anymore. And then we got the other brake caliper down here to go on the front. The rear brake caliper, on this side we had to repaint, but these sides here are pretty much done. So we're gonna go ahead and start installing all of these things and get these brakes bled and make this thing look awesome. Get the Brumbo decals put back on all of the calipers as well. Rear end's pretty much complete. Just gotta finish up that middle badge and the back trunk. But car is really coming together. I'm not mad about it at all. Then I also got the reverse camera done. And so everything's working like a charm. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna actually upgrade the stereo system in this, because With the 2013 and 2014 models of these cars, it was very select for those who got the actual touchscreen, but none of them came with backup cameras. So I'm upgrading it to the Dynavin touchscreen, which is a lot better system, Bluetooth, all of that. This has the Bluetooth feature, but it's not that great. So I'm going to do a touchscreen, but also incorporate a backup camera, so I have that modern feature in this car, just like I've done with my other two S197s. So it adds a lot of, well, knowing where you're at for one, and then two, it's just nice to have that feature. And then the touchscreen is obviously kind of where today's technology is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tear it out. So I will show you what exactly is in here now, and then what we're gonna upgrade it to. All right, well, these things come with a factory shaker system, but it's just super dated, analog, just kind of like a green digital thing. I mean, when you put in the key, it actually just powers this little thing up, and it's pretty old school looking. Does have the exterior temperature, Bluetooth, etc., but I definitely am gonna upgrade it to the touchscreen. So we'll pull that out and let's see what that looks like. So here's our new interface console, which is a lot better. Has all of the AC controls here. Everything's just knobs, and then it has the digital right below it. And then I'll have the screen to control everything as well. So we're gonna slap this bad boy inside of the car in place of the old school system, so that we have a little bit more modern tech and that it works better. All right, as you see, we already pulled it out. There's quite a few connectors and such. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna put the new unit and connect all of these wires, and then make this bad boy work. All right, here's the crowning moment. See how this bad All right, well, we got the brakes all bled. Man, that was not fun. Had to do a lot of vacuum pulling and pumping. It took a couple hours to do. It wasn't very fun, but I feel like we got the brakes pretty well firm now. Got them all, the wheels are all off of it. So since the wheels we had on the car that were originally put on there by ITSJUSTA6 were super nice. They're the Signature Series wheels. Looked it up to try to possibly replace them. They want $1,700 per wheel. And I was like, I am not paying that kind of money for the replacement wheels on this, because pretty much all four need replaced. Two of them are completely useless. They all hold air, oddly enough, but the other two that aren't messed up, those ones are super marred up, and they need to be basically refinished. So given the fact that these wheels are super duper expensive, we decided to go with kind of the next best thing, if you will. Similar kind of style, but also I decided to go ahead and pick up a nice set of wheels, same diameter, same widths, but I went ahead with the Niche brand, which came out pretty killer. So let's check it out. And here they are, all four of those beauties. These wheels look pretty legit. Here's your fronts, and then these are the rears. As you can tell, pretty great. Pretty nice width. Got all brand new tires because the ones that were on it were pretty jacked up. Here's the stack of the old ones. Now, if we look inside here, this wheel obviously is the driver's side wheel that survived, but you can see it's got curb check, chips missing out of it. So these wheels took an absolute beating. The tires are practically down to the wear bars here in the rear. Front tires, totally trash.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And anyways, the only tire that's good on this car is this one here, on these wheels, is this one. But yeah, none of these wheels are good, unfortunately. Let me pull them apart and I'll show you exactly how bad they are. So as we see here, this front wheel survived. It has the good tire on it, but if you look up close, the wheels are super marred, etc. I don't know if this is from the previous owner, but they're super dirty and gross inside and all stained up, but I think that's from the accident as well. Here's the other rear tire, completely irreparable, can't do nothing about it. It's all destroyed, but oddly enough, it's holding air. This is the other front wheel. This is the one that is also no good anymore. On the inside, it doesn't even have a shape of a regular wheel. It's more like an egg. And then this wheel is the other rear, which has survived as well, but like I showed you before, it has chunks and chips missing out of it and whatnot. Plus the tires are pretty much smoked. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these bad boys with those nice ones over there. So let's get to it and put them on. And there you have it. Beautiful set. Looks badass. The wheels and the brakes all painted behind it. Still got to do the stripes. We've got those up here on the roof. Stance looks awesome. Wheel gap's good. All around, nice look. Car is really coming together. Looks like new money. Those look real good in there too. Very good luck. All right, what we're gonna do now is I have my professional wife who's amazing at doing decals. We are going to, as you see on the top of the car, we're going to put all of the lower rocker side stripes on the bottom here of the car. So we're gonna go ahead and do a wet application so we can use a squeegee so it obviously looks right. So we've done several stripes kits, as you can see here on this car here. Professional here, April, did it. I helped a little bit, but she was obviously the mastermind of it. So to make things done correctly, she's here to make that happen. So without further ado, let's get to it.
We put it on in 3 steps. We took the first piece here, matched the edge of it up with the edge of the wheel well, and then came this way, wrapped it around in here, then took the second piece, matched it up to make sure that these 2 lines matched exactly, wrapped it on the inside here, and then the last piece we installed by matching it up with the body line on the back wheel well, and then making sure these 2 lines matched up and wrapping it on the inside of each one of these pieces. So I think it looks amazing.
All right, so the next stage we're going to do to spice some things up on this car, or spice things up, not spicing, not even a word. But all of the badges of a Roush have the red part of it. So on that, what we're going to do is we bought a touch-up paint canister that's actually OEM from Ford. That's the Gotta Have It Green. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to paint all of the red parts of the Roush emblems the green. So basically, so it'll be color matched to the car, just like we did for the brakes. So we're gonna start tackling that. It's gonna be pretty cool once it's done, but I think it'll all tie in really nicely and it'll look like a full package once it's done. So let's get to it. All right, the next day we are now getting the windshield put into the Mustang. What it's got in it is just the, obviously your standard windshield, but it's also got some tint on it. So what they're gonna do is, obviously as we see here, replace the windshield, but then they're gonna throw some tint on it as well. So it's Mills Tint Solutions who's doing it. Bryson here is doing the install. He's actually gonna do the Corvette behind me as well. So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone today. So he's got his little surgery table here ready to go. And he's gonna knock this thing out, and it's gonna look a whole lot better. Kind of like the crowning jewel on the rest of the finish of the car. So here we go. All right, well, windshield's installed. Mills Tint Solutions killed it, as always. They did the Corvette as well, but they got the windshield installed in this thing. It looks unbelievably nice. Let me switch it around and I'll show you here in a sec. Got the tape on there. She's all good to go. So let that sit there for a few days. Obviously, as we've seen, we got the badging done with the green on it instead. Obviously, we upgraded the badging to the RS3 because it is supercharged. We also did that one green. And then this one as well. And then obviously in the back end, we obviously got these ones done. Got the Ford done and even painted the Ford on the inside to match the color of the car. And then obviously a 3 logo here. We also decided to add a little touch on underneath the Jack Roush signature, and we put that one in there to kind of tie all the other little green accents to the car together. So as you can see, it was pretty much a sleigh. It worked out really well. The hood, we're gonna have to redo in a silver gray, just like we did on the lower rockers, because they don't make them anymore. And basically, in order to replace the lower rocker stripes with the RS3s or RS2s, even if I decided to keep it RS2 badging, it's not available. So however way I swung it, I was gonna have to replace that hood decal anyway. So next step is I gotta take it to the alignment shop, get all the alignment done in the front and rear after the accident, and then they're gonna program in the crank sensor because that's what's throwing a check engine light. after that, I think we got a finished product. So I'm pretty stoked. So we'll take it over there and they'll do their magic, and we'll pick it up and see how she runs after that. All right, well, after we've got pretty much everything done on this car, all the aesthetics, everything like that, after I put that stereo in, it does come with a shaker system. The only thing that's not the best is it just doesn't have enough bass. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually add a set of kicker subwoofers to the trunk with an amp so that it has a little bit more kick when you're listening to your music. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and install that today, so it has a complete sound system, so everything sounds better, and has a full-on, just a good hit to it. I thought it was gonna be a bit better before, but even after adjusting everything, just the factory speakers aren't cutting it. So just needs that little bit extra, and we're gonna go ahead and throw that in. So let me show you what I got. What I picked up here is a set of 10s, a kicker amp, or kicker box with the speakers that came with it. It's actually a pretty nice setup. It came complete, and it's got a pretty cool, nice little setup to it. Got a brand new 2500 watt amp and the wiring for it. It's kind of cool how it says kicker on the top here. Pretty cool looking box. So we're going to transplant it into the trunk, and then we'll have a lot better sound. So let's get to it. Stereo is finished. So what we did was we got those two subwoofers put in. As you can see here, got those nice kickers in there. Had it suspended. We suspended it to the top of the trunk so it has that support, so it's nice and solid, won't come out from any kind of vibrations, and made a night and day difference in the stereo sound. What I also did too, like most people do with stereos, is basically we added a bass knob here, so it'll go accompany nicely with that touch screen and the Apple CarPlay system, and also the backup camera. Also went ahead and off camera we replaced these roof rails. They were super chalky and super ugly. So I'd like to say she's pretty much done as far as the entire build is concerned. I think it was a win. So let's do a walk around and check her out. There she is. Not quite in the sun like I was hoping. We went ahead and did the niche wheels, obviously, as we talked before. Those look super nice. Everything looks really, really good. Get tons of compliments. And then we did the larger badges on the side to give it a little bit more of a look. And then obviously the brakes here we did behind those wheels too. One thing we still do have to do, which I ordered, it's supposed to be here in a few days, is we're gonna change this same stripes style out for the same color code that's on the side here, because unfortunately Roush discontinued all of the decals because this is a 2013. So finding parts for cars from the manufacturer at this age is not really a thing. So I think it'll tie in nicely. I like the lower splitter, the struts, and then we put the Eleanor lights in the middle, and then we also replaced the factory fog lights with the same style we put in the middle. But all in all, I think that looks really good. Yes, we upgraded the badges to a stage 3. Stage 3 Roushes and a stage 2 Roush. The difference between a stage 3 is supercharged, and this is supercharged. Yeah, it isn't numbers matching stage 3, but I don't care. So all in all, I really like the way this build turned out. It was quite destroyed when we got it, and I'm happy how it came out. Looks really good. I like how we color coded all this here. Came out real nice. Put the lower glossier diffuser on there. All around, she's a pretty car and she gets a ton of compliments. So thanks for watching this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed what we did. I know there's some things that some people probably would have done different, but you know, everybody does what they want to do. And quite frankly, I did it the way I want to do it. So we'll see you next time on the next episode of Building. And hopefully you find something just as cool and give you some other content.